This is Omar, who's the Chief Operating Officer for the small brewing empire that is Pillars Brewery up here in Ravenswood Industrial Estate.
Pillars Brewery was started in 2016 by myself, my friend Gavin and my two brothers, Sammy and Eamon. We focus on making a small range of 4 core beers with a small amount of rotating specials. Everything's lagered for 4 weeks. We try to produce the best lager we possibly can.
You've been here for about 8-9 years, is that correct?
That's correct.
And so it makes you a bit of a local institution. All Pillars beer is brewed up here in Ravenswood.
We're one of the only ones in London to just specialise in that product. From the time that we came up with the idea of opening our brewery, we felt very strongly about trying to produce the best lager that we possibly could. And for the last sort of 11, 12 years since we started home brewing, right up to turning commercial, that's been our mission ever since. So this is our grain mill here. All of our grain is milled on site so that we get the freshest possible version of the grain in the beer, and everything's milled on the day. We have 2 multifunction kettles here. So we mash in here, which is basically adding water and the milled grain into that vessel. We then put it into the lauter tun, which is shown in the middle. We circulate it back up into the top, and then it's boiled before it's then cooled and transferred to the fermentation tanks.
So apart from the bar that you run up at Crate St James's, I believe you've opened a new bar just around the corner now called the Malt House, is that correct?
Yes, we have. One of the reasons for opening the Malt House, as the name kind of suggests, was to have more space to store our malt and other raw ingredients that are required to make beer. The Malt House has afforded us extra space. It also has a lovely tap room area, and we've tried to open it up as something very different from the experience that you get in the brewery. So although it is only a few doors down, you should feel that it's something quite different. If you haven't been, it's definitely worth a visit.
This is the second year you've been involved with the Summer Picnic Festival, because you did the pilot event last year, Summer Disco Picnic, with us. As you know, we sort of built this from the campaign to bring back the Walthamstow Garden Party. That was a big event that we used to run in conjunction with the Barbican. 32,000 capacity festival all over one weekend, and it's our vision into becoming the preeminent sort of arts and music festival in the local area. So this is like our steps towards that. I think give it about 3-4 years. Our vision is to try and build back to something around the same sort of scale and stature.
That was completely why we got involved with the pilot in the first place. The previous festival that ran the garden party was fantastic for the local area. And to have local people wanting to restart that and from a grassroots level to build back to something like that, we couldn't say no to. We wanted to get behind it in the way that we could.
One of the key things that we wanted to really make central to our vision of this festival that we're now running as a community is to really shine a light on all of the local businesses that are here. So we produce some of the most wonderful products in this borough, like fantastic beers like you guys produce here. So the idea would be that we use the festival to kind of shine a light on that particular area.
So we've got 4 core beers. We have our Pillars Pilsner is our main seller. It's a 4% Pilsner and it's gluten-free and vegan. We've also got our Helles lager, a 4.8% classic Helles style. There's bready honey notes in that one. We've got our original pale, which is our take on a pale ale, but as we're a lager-only brewery, it's actually a dry hop lager. And more recently, we brought out the first core beer we brought out, I think, in 5 years, which was our house lager, a 3.5% Vienna style lager. I expect that we'll have at least 3 of those beers available at the festival. And we're really looking forward to being there, pouring our beers on the 12th and 13th of July and hopefully seeing some of the locals there.